If you want more money to come into your life easier, then this is a very important video because I've spent the last month studying Nikola Tesla's divine code 369 method that he believed was the secrets to the universe. The results have been crazy. It's unbelievable. This really is the key that connects you to the universe. I'm going to give you a new and totally different 369 method and technique you can use to start to bring more money into your life. Now, before we dive into that, my friend, I just want to say welcome. Welcome back if you're a returner, and welcome if this is your first time. I want to thank you for being here. If you haven't yet, make sure that you actually hit the subscribe and bell notification so you get notified for new videos. If you enjoy this one, make sure you smash the like button on it and check out my free success hypnosis. It's pinned to the comments and in the description right there down below. It's my free success hypnosis to reprogram your subconscious mind for financial prosperity. Galileo once said, "Mathematics is the language with which God has written the universe." And Nikola Tesla said, "If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have a key to the entire universe." Tesla was on the cover of Time magazine as the man who lit the world. He invented alternating current, AC, the induction motor, the Tesla coil, and he laid out research for many ideas developed by others like the X-rays, neon lights, remote control, the radio, hydroelectric power plants, which actually use AC current. But in my opinion, his craziest idea was free energy systems. He wanted to harness the energy of the quantum field. So keep that word in mind because I'm going to explain to you in just a moment how to use the quantum field to bring more money into your life. But he believed there was an invisible energy field that was all around us that we could tap into and harness to power our world. And Tesla believed that tapping into the universe by understanding the 369 codes was really one of the most important secrets, and that's why he believed it was a divine code. So in the first video breaking down Tesla's discoveries, one area I focused on was Vortex math and how the number 369 are the important mathematical sequence behind Vortex math. And instead of going all into it, essentially 369 are the invisible energy that make up subatomic particles that manifest in third dimension. 369 are the quantum field, right? Remember that term. So in Vortex math, 3, 6, and 9 represent the numbers in the quantum field that hold a vector of energy back together into third dimension. You'll see this diagram right here that I've referenced in other videos. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 7 are the numbers that are connected that represent third dimensional vortexes, but then 3, 6, 9 aren't connected, and they represent an invisible field of energy that holds that vector back together in physical reality. Now, I believe Tesla thought this was the key to the universe because I believe 369 represents the quantum field. And Dr. Joe Dispenza defined the quantum field as an invisible field of energy and information, or you could say a field of intelligence or consciousness that exists beyond space and time. Now, what's crazy is this goes in line with Max Planck. He was a famous scientist. He won a Nobel Prize for his research into physics, and many consider him the father of quantum mechanics. And he famously stated, as a man who devoted his whole life to the most clear-headed science, to the study of matter, I can tell you, as a result of my research about the atoms, this much. There is no matter as such. All matter originates and exists only by virtue of a force, which brings the particles of an atom to vibration and holds this most minute solar system of an atom together. We must assume behind this force the existence of a conscious and intelligent mind. This mind is the matrix of all matter. And think about that. He's saying the same thing Tesla said, that 3, 6, 9 held the keys to the universe. Vortex math says 3, 6, and 9 are the non-physical vibration. Now he's saying there's no matter and there's an energy behind that holds it together in third dimension. So imagine the 3, 6, 9 codes equal your financial desires that have not manifested yet in the third dimension. You being a millionaire, your dream house, whatever. And essentially that equals your non-physical desires. It's in the quantum field already. It already exists as a possibility, a potentiality, but it's yet to manifest into third dimension. And this is where the observer effect comes into handy with your money. Observer effect, of course, one of the most famous experiments ever in science. Now here's a diagram of the observer effect. So on the top part right here, this is a particle. So in the observer effect, scientists were looking at subatomic particles, right? Smaller than an atom. And they found that when they observed them, they would materialize. They would become a particle, a subatomic particle that was locatable and measured in space and time. But sometimes those same subatomic particles wouldn't be there. They would be invisible. And this is an example of that. They become, in science, what's known as a wave. So sometimes they're a particle and sometimes they're a wave. They're a frequency of energy that is beyond third dimension. It's no longer observable. So it was called the observer effect because based off of consciousness observing it, sometimes physical matter would be visible and sometimes it would be invisible, which goes perfectly with what Max Planck said, that there's no matter as such. All matter exists and originates by virtue of a force. That force is consciousness, it's energy. Now, this is the same thing that Tesla was saying. Think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, and you have a key to the universe. And if you want to understand, you have to understand the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9. Vortex math proves 3, 6, and 9 are that energy. They are that vibration that brings particles to life back in third dimension. They are your access to the quantum field. Now think about this. All the money you want already exists. Energy is never created or destroyed. The potential realities already exist in the quantum field. It's just about your consciousness using the observer effect to take it from a hazy wave state where it's in the quantum field, where it's invisible, and using the observer effect. In this instance, you're about to receive a very powerful 369 money technique to do it, where you can take these possibilities and localize them, materialize them into particles instead of quantum potentialities that exist in a dimension outside of this one that you can perceive with your senses. But think about it. What you want already exists. The house, the car, the money, the viral videos, it can all happen quickly because it's already here waiting for you to become aware of it in consciousness. Keep in mind, abundance is just energy. New clients are just a frequency. Abundance is just a measurable frequency. In fact, your brain waves can pick up the electromagnetic frequencies. And that's why Tesla said, if you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So now I'm gonna walk you through how to start to change the frequency. But just imagine that money is really two things. It's the consciousness of wealth, or it's the consciousness of poverty, of lack, of limitation, of financial frustration. You can want money and you can want to use this technique, but you could still be projecting a vibration, a frequency of lack and frustration around money. So then your desire for money just stays in the quantum field and you keep materializing the same old based off of your consciousness. But when you begin to live in the frequency and vibration of wealth and abundance, even if you don't have any physical money yet, that's what shifts the material reality. So step number one is to pick 3 financial desires: new client, new house, new car, new job, $10,000 a month. Once you pick that, you're going to write them down and practice reviewing them 6 times a day with a visualization around it just for 9 days. So the 3 is 3 specific financial things. I might want a viral YouTube video. You might want a new client. You might want a promotion. You might want a raise. You might want to buy your mom a new car. You might want a second home in the mountains. You might want to be out of debt. You're going to pick 3 things just like that. Then you're going to write them down. And when you write them down, you're going to practice visualizing them. You're going to do this 6 times a day. Now, you can also simplify this and do it for 60 seconds for each desire. If you can't remember the 6 times a day, you're still utilizing the 6 in the technique, because 60 seconds, right? How many minutes? Well, there's 60 minutes in an hour. And how many hours in a day? There's 24. And 2 plus 4 is 6. So you're still following the same mathematical sequence. Now, when you do this, you'll write down, I'm so grateful for the new clients. I'm so grateful for my dream Porsche. I'm so grateful I have the money to buy my mom a house or a car. Then, once you review them for either 60 seconds or 6 times a day, you're going to practice visualizing entering the spirit of it. The quickest way to do this is to imagine a scenario where you are being congratulated for the success. You're getting a hug, you're shaking someone's hand, your wife or your husband's jumping up and down, your mom, your boss is standing up in front of everyone to say how great you're doing and you got a raise. You're going to practice entering that scenario to create the feeling of it. Now, this is why the frequency, feeling, and vibration are so important, because that's what activates it in the quantum field. That's what brings the invisible energy, the invisible possibilities of your wealth into life here in tangible reality. And then you're just going to repeat this for 9 days. This is what's going to allow the shift in the way your brain has been conditioned to operate. At the 9-day point, you will feel a shift in your vibration, you'll feel a shift in your energy, and you will attract more money into your life. It's either going to be exactly what you want or a clear step on the way. Like, let's say you're making $200 a month and one of your goals is to make $10,000, right? You may not get the $10,000 in the next 9 days, but you may get your first huge client that leads to it. So it's very important to be on the lookout and start to count prosperity in your life. Oh, there's an example. There's an example. There's an example. Every time you're doing that, what you're doing is taking advantage of the observer effect, and you're starting to pull those 369 vibrational possibilities out of the quantum field and into tangible reality in your life. Last but not least, I highly recommend you download my free financial success hypnosis pinned to the comments and in the description right there down below. It's my free financial success hypnosis to reprogram your subconscious mind and stop those unconscious thought patterns that are continually helping you attract the opposite of what you want. You want to start to build your subconscious into a magnet for financial prosperity. You can check it out for free right there down below. If you enjoy this video, smash the like button on it. Come back, share your success story. I'd love to feature it in a future episode. Comment down below. I create my reality. And here's one of my other Tesla videos I think you'll enjoy as well.